The Wood County Sheriff's Office is wrapping up 2025 with a look back at crime trends and what lies ahead in the new year. While serious crimes occur, Sheriff Rick Woodyard says overall crime remained stable this year. Our Allison Powers has more about the Sheriff's Office year in review.
From violent crimes to fraud investigations, 2025 kept Wood County deputies busy. According to the Sheriff's Office Crime Highlights report, overall crime levels remained stable or slightly decreased compared to previous years.
In 2025, our crimes stayed pretty stable from the following 2 years, although we are below the national average for crime. We did have a recorded homicide and attempted homicide, but those numbers were very, very low this year.
The year was not without serious incidents completely. Back in March, a fatal shooting in Williamstown left one person dead and another injured. The Wood County Sheriff's Office led the investigation.
I think we did pretty good last year as far as some of the crimes that we're investigating. We have, at this point, a lot of grand jury indictments are out there right now. Of course, those trials are pending. Everyone's presumed innocent until guilty, but we made several arrests through grand jury last year.
There was one growing concern this year: crimes made against children. Sheriff Woodyard says nearly half of all active investigations happening right now involve children crimes, and it places a heavy emotional toll on the investigators.
Seeing people that abuse children come to justice is very fulfilling. It takes a toll on our investigators because they see some very terrible things. It's hard to describe what some of these children go through, but I think seeing justice for those children reinforces why I'm here.
Another trend deputies saw more often in 2025 was fraud. Phone scams and impersonation schemes increased significantly in 2025, according to Sheriff Woodyard.
I just got a phone call a minute ago with these scams. I mean, the scams are terrible. They make it sound so real. They use my name. They use actual numbers of the department. They use deputies' names. They make it sound so convincing.
Despite the challenges, the sheriff says one thing that hasn't changed this year was the commitment of his staff.
I think our staff here is some of the best staff that in the 49 years that I've been involved with the Sheriff's Office and the community here. We have some of the finest staff that I've ever had the privilege of working alongside.
The Wood County Sheriff's Department has accomplished a lot in 2025, and Sheriff Woodyard is already planning things for 2026. You can visit our website at WTAP.com to learn more. In Wood County, I'm Allison Powers with WTAP News.